Cash him right now. Come on, man. If y'all don't know y'all colors by now, you should. This is the Red Chair Talk. Here with my boy, Machie. What's the deal?
What the business is, man. It's your boy Machie. Why Machie on Instagram? You know, I'm out here with the red shit talk, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Finna get it in.
Yeah. So you already know how it go on the Red Chair Talk. We shooting the shit, having a conversation.
What's
You know what I'm
up?
saying? I'm about to, get the people to learn a little bit more about Machi and how he do his thing. You
That's
dig?
why we here.
All right. Well, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, where are you from?
Man, first and foremost, I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You know, Gaudier Lane to be exact.
Gardia, okay.
I've been all over the country, but
Mhm.
this is home. This is where I learned how to rap, where I learned how to get money.
Yeah,
Learn how to do fashion, put that stuff on or whatever. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? This home right here, the home turf.
definitely. So, you know what I'm saying? Talk to me a little bit about the culture and the upbringing in Gardier.
The culture and upbringing in Gaudier, it's the same as pretty much the city, but I
Yeah,
feel like by us being like in our own little pocket of the city,
yeah.
we kind of got our own way of moving and doing certain things,
Okay.
different words we say and stuff like that.
Where?
But
Give
I
me an
feel like
example, man.
I know like we say Jonesing
Jones,
sometimes.
and what's that mean?
Jonesing, it kind of like Josing, kind of like
Oh, you Jones and
yeah,
dog.
we say stuff like
Hey,
that.
okay.
And certain little
Crush.
things we'll put on with how with our outfits and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's really the same, but it's the small details.
Wait,
You know what
wait,
I'm
wait.
saying?
That's pressure, man. So, you know what I'm saying? During your upbringing, when did you feel like you were first introduced to the idea of trying to do music?
I ain't gonna lie, like I always been a fan of Juvenile, the Hot Boys and stuff like that.
Oh,
But I will say like my first real rap encounter like was in middle school when me, Main, and TC was doing like a little freestyle cipher or whatever, and then
yeah.
like when I went up against them, like I really seen that this is real. Like I got other real people my age that's doing this for real, and they sounded good. They projection was good. The way they formatted their bars
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And of course, I was straight myself because I would go up to anybody and freestyle. And but when I went up against them, my respect for rap kind of changed because I seen how serious they was young. In middle school,
Where did this take place?
Southeast Middle.
Okay.
It's not.
Southeast.
It's not far from O'Neill Lane. I guess out there, not far from Sherwood. In that area.
Pressure. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? Talk to me a little bit about, you know what I'm saying, the label, you know what I'm saying, that you got going on right
The
now.
label, yes. Vice Versa Records. That's my label. I
Word.
ended up starting that in 2012 with my sister, and I also had two other people. My cousin, Quandell, called him Q Money,
Yeah.
and Say Dubin, man.
Yeah.
We came together and we wanted to form a label because we was tired of just getting the runaround from other artists that was saying they was rocking with us, but kind of playing us off. So we was like, we could put our money together and have our own label, and that's what we did. And it was me, Q Money, Say Doobie Man, another known artist down here. Her name's Tippy London. She pretty good. She did a lot of stuff with Gates and them too. So like we basically started a label and was investing our own money and our time and going everywhere. We ended up linking up with Percy Key and Kevin Gates and them. We had a show, couple shows or whatever, and that's the first time I actually seen a fan faint from touching somebody. Like this fan came up to Gates and touched him and fainted. I couldn't even believe it. But from that day on, I said, "This is what I want to do,"
Yeah.
I never really stopped since then. Like that was a highlight for me, and I was like, "Yeah." And to be a part of that, to be a
All right, we're back with the Red Chair Talk. So talk to me more about, you know what I'm saying, going on tour with Kevin Gates, man. How was the energy with that?
oh man, it was great. Like I got to see a bunch of places I never seen before, and just interacting with different artists that he would have. And first off, me and Percy building our relationship or whatever. He actually came and was showing us the different things behind that we didn't get to see, in the music industry. And his manager Damari would really give us game on how to get booked, and how to market ourselves to different demographics of people and stuff. Man, it was great. Like let me think of another. I know one show we had. I think in Monroe, that one as well. I got my first look at the groupies or whatever.
Yeah.
Like we at the hotel suite and they had like I want to say 7 or 8 like fine shit like baddies just waiting down at the lobby screaming up to us from from the balcony because they
Yeah.
knew we was in the hotel room. Like I was like, yeah, that's living the life, man. Like
Yeah.
that right there showed me that hard work do pay off. People
That,
people will pay to see you if you put your work in. So it was
that's real.
great.
That's real. Is there any like game that you would like to drop? You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm saying, just for somebody who's trying to get, trying to get on the level of, getting booked and actually obtaining, shows and things of that sort.
Yeah, I like to give game to the youngsters. Like, I mean, utilize the platform. Social media is free. Is for everybody. You can reach anybody. But it's all about marketing yourself and presentation. Like you present yourself the right way and market yourself and you be consistent, somebody will like your content and want to spend money with you. And also breaking bread, networking, just like how we networked and bumped and got into it. Like stuff like this and spreading your reach and just going to different people. Like sometimes you're gonna get no, sometimes you're gonna get ignored. But at the end of the day, they seen you.
Right.
And that's all you need, somebody to see you.
Real talk. Consistency is everything,
It's
man.
everything.
That's the predicate of how this show was built, on just consistency and just getting in a place of building relationships, because I feel like building relationships is one of the most important things if you're going to try to progress and go forward.
That's the only way to build your brand and really get to the entrepreneurship stuff because you don't know who you talking to or who you gonna meet.
Right.
You might bump into somebody and you thinking it's just a regular conversation and that might be a multi-billion-dollar investor. Always be ready to seize the moment. That's what I learned from being on the road with
Yeah.
Gates now, and it was humbling for people that big to tell me like you need to seize the moment. Like
Yeah.
don't ever think it's enough.
Real talk.
So that was
And
that
that's
was
that's
life changing.
crazy because the name of our company, or the name of our production company, is Carpe Hustle, which is to seize the hustle. You know what I'm saying? So,
Fact.
talk. So talk to me about how you got your name, Machi.
Machie. Basically, I'm a junior. My father was Machie as well. He's from Nigeria. Originally, he came here through Southern College and met my mom, and they hit it off good. And then I came along, and so did my younger sister. And I'm gonna be honest, like I'm glad at first when I was younger, having a Nigerian name was kind of hard going through school. Well, not hard, but people just couldn't pronounce it; they would be butchering it. But as time went on, I guess the more well, not popular, but the more known I got or whatever, it started to just fall right in place. Machi, machi, machi. But it was interesting going to school with a different name like that.
Okay, okay, okay. So you said your father's from Nigeria.
Yes.
Have you ever gone to?
I haven't went yet because my mom. Well, back in those times, it was like a phobia of Africa, really, of being like kind of unstable or whatever. But my dad used to go back, and my sisters and stuff like that. But my mom, the American side, kind of was a little hesitant. But we are making plans to go over there. I am for
Okay,
sure.
okay. Cool, cool, cool. So talk to me about how your culture influences your music.
To be honest, like the Nigerian side influences a lot. Because a lot of stuff my dad would teach me, I would introduce into my business side. Now, the content side, I'm getting to it because I want to start incorporating Nigerian garbs and the real traditional stuff inside of the content of the video, so people can actually see it versus me just telling them. But yeah, I plan on really get involved with that
Okay,
culture
okay.
wise.
So dang, I can't remember. As a matter of fact, don't you got a track called "Can't Remember"?
Yes, sir. I do
Talk to
have
me
a
about that, bro.
man. That is the new single right now with Duty Savage and
Yeah,
my brother Money Thirsty J.
yeah.
Can't remember. It's a song that I've been thinking about it for a while, but I just never really did nothing with it.
Yeah.
So like one day I was just on Instagram and I seen some things and a video kind of made me get inspired to just go ahead and lay the track down. And once I was like got the writing or whatever, and then the hook came together or whatever, and then of course I had to go to my partner, my brother Edom, to record it and get his 2 cents on it, and he liked it or whatever, but originally he gonna keep it real with me. That's my brother. He's like, look,
Yeah.
you on the hook, it sound good, but it's not. It wasn't really given, it wasn't really hitting. And I was like, you know what? I kind of feel where you coming from or whatever. So I just got the brainstorming on different people that I could, network and get on the song or whatever. And a couple people or whatever, I was talking to, hey, I know dude, I fuck with Duty or whatever. So I fuck with Duty too. I like his music. He got a nice little wave out here. So, I reached out to him and
Yeah.
dude was solid, Dude was like, look, man, I feel what you got going on and you bought your business, so let's do it.
Yeah.
And he came through, laced the hook, knocked it out, and the rest is history. I got my dog Money Thirsty J on it, and we've been getting good reviews. The club's been showing love, and of course, one of the hottest promoters in this region, Jeezy All Star, he been putting a lot behind it. So yeah, it's growing legs. Matter of fact, he just had us on Max 94.1. So yeah, it's growing legs. It's doing numbers.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. So talk to me about the fashion, bro. Like you into the fashion? Like
Yes, yes. I'm into fashion. I ain't gonna lie. Like when I first started, like that was kind of like what I really was pushing heavy on because I know like everybody like to look good. So if you,
right.
if you want to look good, of course you can do the music and put that all together. And we did have our own clothing or whatever first starting out or whatever, and it did well. And some of our vendors kind of switched up, so we basically looking for more new vendors or whatever. But
Okay.
trust me, the Versa line is coming back.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's coming. It's on the way.
Yeah.
I put everything on there for sure. I love fashion.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So talk to me a little bit more about Vice Versa. Where did the name derive from, and you know what I'm saying? What kind of energy does the label bring?
See, vice versa, like it's basically self-explanatory, either or.
Yeah.
Because like me and my partners or whatever, we said, man, we're gonna make it no matter what. So either or, we're gonna do it this way, or we're gonna do it that way, or however way we got to do it. And I said, man, that's so fitting. So like, why not make that the label name? And that's what we did. And basically, what we want to do is we want to touch every aspect of music and entertainment,
Okay.
whether it's fashion, whether it's content, YouTube, social media, any type of way we can.
All right. So we're gonna keep going with the interview, man. So my next question, this is a little bit of a controversial question. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So right now, Young Boy is on tour.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes,
It's
he
going
is.
crazy. You know
Yes,
what I'm
he
saying? A lot of
is.
people are, you know what I'm saying, from young to old are supporting
Yes,
Young
sir.
Boy as a Baton Rouge artist. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty big for the community.
Yes, it is.
Do you feel like Young Boy is as big as Drake?
Okay. That is a good question. Okay.
Yeah.
Right now with his group, his age group, I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
But I do feel he does have more time to get to where Drake is now.
Yeah.
But as far as his generation right now today, I think he's bigger than Drake.
Okay.
I think he has more influence over the younger generation than
What
Drake.
about Tupac? He sold more records than Tupac.
I can't give him Tupac yet because Tupac was taken from us early,
Yeah.
and I think if Tupac had more years, there's no telling where. But as of today, right now, I think he's up there with Pac. I'm not gonna say bigger than Pac, but I'm gonna say he's up there with Pac.
G Unit.
Mm.
50 Cent.
Money wise, no. Money wise, I don't think he got 50 yet.
Yeah.
But as far as influence, yes, I think NBA is pretty much a little bit further than G Unit right now. I'm gonna give it to him right now.
Okay, okay. Uh, Wayne.
No, musically, not yet. Musically, not. I can't give him Wayne yet, but soon, soon. I think he's gonna get there. But right now today, I'm still giving it to Wayne. Wayne still,
All right, last one. Young Thug.
of course. I feel YB has surpassed Thug as far as an influencer and as music wise, as far as projects. I think he solidified himself as past Thug. I don't know if he has said it himself personally, but I as a fan, I think he has. I think so.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So let's talk about. Let's go back to the music and let's talk about album release.
Yes, sir. We, me and my brother TT, he's from Atlanta actually.
Yeah.
We released our first album, self-titled "The Turn Up Twins," and we had a very special guest to host our album release party, which would be no other than Funny Mike himself. And Funny Mike is a very very real individual, and
Yeah.
he likes to help the underdogs or whatever. Not saying that we was underdogs at the time, but he at the time, like he really showed us more love than I expected him to, and he really came and helped us really build that project and for it to be successful. And look at him now, like who would have thought like it would have blew up that big, but long story short, yeah, at the album release, like Mike was doing his thing or whatever, but towards the end, um, our promoter and our manager, some people within the circles end up kind of seeing each other the wrong way, or it didn't really go as planned or whatever. But basically, one of the models that we had at the album release, she was ready to go, and well, she wasn't ready to go, but our promoter was like, it's time to go. It's time for y'all to go. And one of my managers, people that they were with was like, no, it's not going like that. And I wasn't there yet to diffuse the situation because I was off doing something. I wish I was there. But they end up having words and going back and forth to where like weapons were drawn or whatever. So I'm coming back to the situation like, man, what the hell? Like, because these two important entities in my organization that are really taking it to the max, like somebody popping the trunk, somebody got a weapon, drawn, right here, and me and my sister, she luckily, one of them was our cousin, so we jumped in front of him so he wouldn't, do nothing crazy or whatever. But that was a crazy situation that I just wasn't ready for at that moment. But it's crazy how the night was still successful and everybody still had a good time. But that was an eye opener for me to things can go left fast.
Definitely.
you know. But yeah, it was still a good night.
Definitely. So tell me some of the people that you've worked with.
All right, some of the people I worked with throughout the city, man, I gotta shout them out, man. I don't know if you know, but Johnny Domino, I think he has a couple big social media platforms out right now. I think if you know, you know. He helped with our commercials to make the first album and helped us get different connects with like getting our stuff with the MTV stuff and VH1 stuff. Yeah, Johnny Domino's pretty good. He's real big when it comes to media. And also Jeezy All Star, one of the biggest promoters out here. He I've been working with him so long. He done had me with everybody that I could think of. Patisell Studios, they do work with everybody in the city, from the NBAs to the TBG. They record everybody, and of course my dog, my brother Edom, he did tap me in with everybody in the state or whatever. Man, there's so many people, but these are main artists that I mainly work with. Edom, Duty Savage, female rapper, she doing her thing right now. Who else? It's a long Sean Thang. I don't know if you know him, but he's pretty popular out here. Who else?
You gotta get some of these people on the show. Man.
Yeah, I honestly, that's why I say I'm gonna tap you in with everybody I'm doing with because they real consistent. They really on their grind and
That's fire.
up and coming. Sorry if I forgot anybody, but it's a lot of people I deal with.
Yeah, definitely.
We can add them in later.
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
But so my last question is, if you had any motivation to give to someone, again, you know what I'm saying, just you know what I'm saying, someone at the lower level, what other advice would you give them?
Man, just stay consistent and always believe in yourself because you know I know I work with a lot of people and done a lot of things, but it didn't always be like that. It was very humble beginnings. Like nobody would answer the phone, nobody would respond, nobody would react to any of the posts. It was just the struggle, the up and
Yeah,
coming struggle. And but like I tell all the people, man, believe in yourself.
yeah,
You believe in yourself, man, ain't nothing you can't do. Cause I did all this stuff. I'm not gonna lie and say I did it on my own, but for the most part, I had to believe in myself to
yeah.
get people to believe in me.
Facts,
So man, you believe in yourself, man, and there's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5.
facts.
I know they got people that's doing other extracurricular stuff and they know what come with it. And hey, salute. Just just stand tall when it come. But get you a 9 to 5 or whatever you feel like is a legitimate source of income because you need income to do this.
Facts.
All these people I work with, I got love for them and they got love for me, but it's a business at the end of the day. I
Yeah,
respect their name and what they've built, so you got to compensate them for their time or whatever. Even here, I respect what you build. I respect your time,
facts.
so I'm gonna make sure I do business right. So always do good business, believe in yourself, and don't give up.
That's what's up.
Come on, man.
That's fire. That's fire. What can I say, man? That's the red chair talk, man. Thank you. Thank you for coming out, brother.
Man, it's been a pleasure,
You know what
man.
I'm
It's gonna
saying?
be a lot more red shit talk
Yeah,
stuff, everything, because my
yeah.
favorite color red anyway too. So
Facts. You gotta get on that drop mic
oh,
too,
I
bro.
got to do that. That's next.
Yeah.
Believe that. Believe
Yeah.
that. And look,